Right after national news from ABC. Let's see, we're going to take some quick traffic with Paul Barnett and Ebony Dion in severe weather, Center 9. Will those clouds be lingering around for the rest of the weekend? We'll find out. All coming up right now on News Talk AM 580 WDBO.
The station Central Florida turns to first for live team coverage of breaking news. News Talk AM 580 WDBO Orlando, Central Florida's news, weather, and traffic station. Depend on it.
From ABC News, I'm Richard Cantu. A Vatican turnaround on a long, controversial subject. In a book-length interview with a German journalist, Pope Benedict declared that in some cases the use of condoms could be justified. A case in point, male prostitutes looking to curb the spread of HIV. It's touched off a bit of confusion in the mind of Catholic League President Bill Donahue.
He's certainly a brilliant man, and the Catholic League would stand behind what the Holy Father wants. We're not going to question him. But I do think that it's going to cause some angst in certain quarters, and he's going to have to explain himself.
Donahue says he expects some clarification soon. Meeting in Lisbon, Portugal, NATO leaders formally adopted the timetable that starts troop withdrawals from Afghanistan next year with the goal of ending Allied military operations in the country by the end of 2014. President Obama is pointing to what he calls recent successes there.
Despite the ramped-up violence and death in Afghanistan, the president says progress is being made there.
We're now achieving our objective of breaking the Taliban's momentum and doing the hard work of training Afghan security forces and assisting the Afghan people.
The president then personally thanked the other NATO countries that have provided additional trainers, and he says the alliance is on track to meet those training objectives. Tom Rivers, ABC News, Lisbon.
In this country, a U.S. Army appeals court has stopped the case against Private First Class Andrew Holmes, one of 5 charged in the alleged thrill killings of 3 Afghan civilians this year. Holmes says the Army has barred him from showing gruesome photographs he says help prove he didn't kill one of the civilians. The Army has 20 days to respond. More than 300,000 people in New Orleans are boiling their drinking water. It's a precaution after a power failure last night at the city's main water treatment facility. Mayor Mitch Landrieu says it'll be tomorrow afternoon before they'll lift the boil order. You're listening to ABC News.
Right now at the Home Depot, get an LG Extra Large Capacity Front Load Steam Washer or Steam Dryer for $599 each, $800 off the pair. Get steam technology that makes ironing easier and extra savings for your shopping season. We're lowering the cost of front-loading your holidays with an LG washer or dryer for $599 each. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. While supplies last, U.S. only limit 1 pair per customer. See store for details.
Information is power.
It's valuable.
Mid-sized businesses rely on it.
Because we are the engines of a smarter planet.
We need data to be stored and secure.
We need easy access to it. From anywhere, anytime.
Introducing cloud-based backup, managed by IBM.
It provides enterprise-level protection.
Without the added costs.
That's smarter business on a smarter planet.
Services start at under $3 per user per month. Visit IBM.com/backup. Prices are subject to change by IBM without notice.
New Hampshire aggressively markets itself as a tax-free shopping destination, especially this time of year.
Serious shoppers who want more for their money flock to New Hampshire around the holidays. It's one of only 5 states that don't charge sales tax. Hotels are trying to entice Black Friday shoppers to stay overnight. Many drive in from neighboring states or Canada for deals at outlets and malls. Hotels and inns are offering stay and shop packages that include coupons, gift wrapping, hors d'oeuvres, shuttle service to the mall, and a purse filled with energy bars. Joan Bennett, ABC News.
The Little Mermaid is back home in Denmark after a controversial visit to China. ABC's Linda Albin explains from the foreign desk in London.
She didn't swim there and back, but Denmark's famed Little Mermaid statue has returned to her rocky outcrop in Copenhagen Harbor after a stint as the centerpiece of the Danish pavilion at the World Expo in Shanghai. Not all Danes like the idea of shipping what is a national treasure, but the bronze, inspired by the Hans Christian Andersen fairy tale of the mermaid who fell in love with the prince, is back on her perch waiting to become human, or so the story goes.
ABC's Linda Albin. Harry Potter is on the way to his biggest magic act yet. Part 1 of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, finale of the series, conjured up better than $61 million in U.S. box office receipts yesterday, positioning it for the best opening weekend ever for the franchise centering on the young wizard. This is ABC News.
This holiday season,
When the skies turn dark, turn to News Talk AM 580 WDBO, your emergency weather station. Morning, noon, or night. We have the latest developments on severe weather in Central Florida.
Right now at Courtesy Honda, it's our 000 event. Any questions?
Yeah, what are the 000s?
0 down payment, 0% financing, or 0 payments for 90 days.
Wow, that is a great deal.
You got it. Plus, right now, get a new 2011 Civic LX for $159 a month, 0 down payment. Or get a new 2011 Accord LX for just $199 a month, 0 down payment. Both with 4 doors and automatic. Drive both with 0 down payment and 0 security deposit. Both are 36-month leases plus first payment, tax, tag, and title with approved credit. Don't miss the 000 event. For a limited time only at Courtesy Honda on Reinhardt Road, just south of the Seminole Town Center Mall. Civics, $159 a month. Accords, $199 a month. Both 0 down payment. We're Courtesy. We're Auto Nation. We're changing everything.
Who are you going to call? Call Courtesy!
Any questions? CourtesyHonda.com. And now, all Courtesy locations are open for service on Sundays from 9 to 4.
It's 5:05 here at News Talk AM 580 WDBO. Time to check in with the 24-hour WDBO Safe Touch Security Traffic Network. Here is Paul Barnett.
I-4 westbound from Ivanhoe to the Turnpike. Expect 20 minutes of travel time due to congestion. The accident on Rose Avenue at Rundle has now been cleared, and we have a report of an accident on Orange Blossom Trail at Sand Lake Road. This report's brought to you by AutoZone. Don't risk getting stranded this winter. Get your car battery checked today. If it needs replacing, get a ruggedly dependable Duralast battery available only at AutoZone. On the station with traffic every 6 minutes in the morning, I'm Paul Barnett.
Plenty of sunshine this afternoon, warming up nicely to a high of 79 degrees. We'll see a few clouds mixing in with the sunshine during the day, and then clouds will continue to build overnight with a low of 59. Mostly sunny, warmer Sunday, high 80. From Severe Weather Center 9 and WDBO, I'm meteorologist Ebony Dion.
Scanning the WDBO weather radar, we are currently precipitation-free across Central Florida. It is 72 in Lake Marion, 73 here at News Talk AM 580 WDBO. Central Florida's news, weather, and traffic station depend on it.
The following hour was paid for by the host and does not reflect the opinion of AM 580 WDBO. The Pool Fanatics are on News Talk AM 580 WDBO. Brought to you each week by your host, Tony Caruso, and his company, TC Water Features. If you have questions about pool maintenance or have been thinking about adding a pool, spa area, or waterfall, you need to call now at 407-290-0058 or 800-329-5858. Now, the Pool Fanatics.
All right, it's time to do it. Grab the floaties, grab the bathing suit. It's time to jump in the pool. This is the Pool Fanatics here on News Talk AM 580 WDBO. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Kyle Cassandro filling in for Rob Newton once again. This is the Pool Fanatics. Tony Caruso from Orlando Luxury Pools by TC Water Features is in the studio right now to answer your questions. 407-290-0058 or toll free 1-800-329-5858. Tony, how are you today, bud?
Outstanding. And yourself?
I am excellent. I was looking outside today. I was actually kind of upset that I wasn't able to enjoy the nice weather out today, but it's great, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's awesome out. Actually, it's cloudy. It's not a beautiful sunny day like we had the last couple of weeks.
Of days.
Yeah, well, definitely a couple of days for sure. You know, I returned from Fort Myers this past weekend. I was down there, played my little World Series with the old men again.
How'd you do?
We finished second in the country.
No.
So the Orlando Blazers,
Woo!
TC Water Features sponsored team, the old 48-year-olds. So we finished second in the country. So that's a big accomplishment. We played, believe it or not, we played 9 games in 6 days. Yeah. For my age, that's tough, man. I mean, we had a good time, though. You know, it's amazing. This is the best group of guys I ever went down with. We really did. We had 20 players. 6 are former Major League ball players. Got to be 5 years removed to do all that good stuff.
Okay.
You know? But we had a great time. We had timely hitting. We in the championship game, we kind of fell flat. We were on our 3rd doubleheader in 3 days. You know, we fell dead in the last game. But you know what? Proud of all my guys. Proud of the accomplishments. Proud of the aches and pains that we went through. You know, I try to tell everybody, you know, when you go down there for a week of ball, it's not fun. I mean, it's fun, but you don't get to go out and, you know, hang out and all that. It's get up, eat breakfast, go to practice, get loosened up, play, go do your laundry, then eat dinner, go back to bed, and do it all over again. So it's seven packed days, 1 off day, which was Wednesday. That was a golf day. which was
Well, there you go.
you know, see, what's cool about baseball? I mean, I bat left-handed and I play golf right-handed, so I got to use a whole different set of muscles on my Wednesday tour. So yeah, with the aches and pains, it's amazing. You got to pound the bananas, you got to pound the water, and you really got to stretch. And it's truly amazing how well and the type of competition, because we play against guys like we played against Oil Can Boyd, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You're a little young to maybe remember that, but he's my age. He's a pitcher, and of course, he's trying to go out there and win in his age as well.
Right.
So, we play against a bunch of major leaguers and guys that never played ball before, organized ball. So
silver medal in the country. That's amazing. Worth every minute of it, too, right?
Every bit of it, I mean, what's really cool is we played 4 stadium games down there. We get to play where the Red Sox played. I pitched on my birthday. I was blessed with a win that day. We also played in Hammond Stadium, which we played Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in the stadium. Those are awesome. That's where Twins play.
Okay.
So the fields we play on are as good as Disney's fields. That's about as good as it gets. Disney has some of the best fields that you can find in the country.
Absolutely.
That's where the Braves play.
Absolutely.
They got 14 practice fields down there just for baseball, softball. That includes soccer and football and, of course, the indoor games. But missed my business. I really did. I checked in every day. I checked my emails a couple times a day. When I go out of town, I really don't get to relax like I want to until I get on the field. You know, because my phone still rings, the email still comes, I get texts. So, when I get on the field, the phone's done. It can wait. My office knows the rules. Not the rules. My office knows what's going on. Let me play. It's about 4 good hours of on the field time. It's a great day to be able to get away and have fun and walk back with no aches and no pains.
Outstanding. God, I wish I could play baseball for the rest of my life. That was excellent.
I've been playing for 5 years.
No, 45? No, I would have never got that.
Of course not.
Well, it's time to introduce the smiling man sitting next to you, Jim Gay from Jack's Magic. Jim, how are you today?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Now, what is Jack's Magic?
Jack's Magic is a stain identification company. What we do is we deal with plaster swimming pools primarily, and we go after and help out builders, service companies, and whatnot on stain identification, discolorations on the finish of swimming pools.
So what can callers call you about today, 407-290-0058?
Anything having to do with stain, discoloration, water balance, what causes stains, how can we fix it, how can we look at it, what can we do to prevent it?
We always talk about when we do finishes in a pool, they look beautiful today, and then in 9 months down the road, after we give a great instruction how to take care of that finish, stains don't come in the bag. I always say that. People laugh at me, go, what do you mean stains don't come in the bag? I said, look, when we put a finish in a pool, we put nothing in that finish to make it blemish or discolor. Now, discoloration is due to chemistry. So I brought one of my proud partners is Jack's Magic, and a dear friend of mine, Jim Gay. I've known Jim for at minimum 20 years.
At least 20.
20 years. I was a retailer, and he was with BioGuard at the time, and I bought all my chemicals from his company, which was all the stain controls, the chemicals, the chlorine, and all that stuff. So Jim is now with Jack's, and we do what's called stain identification.
Okay.
They make kits that if you want to know what your stain is, you can go to some retail stores. They sell a topical kit. You can take it home, test it, get the color reaction, and determine what the stain is. Because remember, stains don't come in the bag.
Right.
But stains get into pool finish from lack of chemistry. So, there are different color stains. There's different type of stains. They don't get there overnight. They take time to, we call it brew and stick to your finish. Yeah. So the finishes today, when we have our exposed aggregate finishes and our stone finishes, the discoloration lays on the stone. It lays in the cement. But we have.
Is that what causes the discoloration and the different colors throughout stains?
Different color stains are a reaction from different products. I'll let Jim answer this question. So let's talk about.
Yeah, basically they can come from a number of different sources, but it gets exposed because of improper water balance. There are metals in the water most of the time.
So we have acceptable levels of copper, iron, manganese, and calcium in our tap water.
Correct.
Now, your swimming pool likes calcium in a controlled value. It does not like iron, copper, or manganese whatsoever. Those are stain identifiers. Now, we'll talk about a blue finish, for instance. If we have a white cement-style finish with a quartz or exposed aggregate, and it's got a blue stain, Jim, what is the blue stain?
The blue stain's actually the finish. Well, the blue stain's going to be copper, could be a metal, could be even scale for that matter. Yeah, and what we do is we don't guess at it. We figure it out, and then we go after it and attack it So we're proactive in that approach so that we'll know what's going on.
All right, 407-290-0058 or toll free 1-800-329-58 to talk to Tony or Jim. We actually have Jim in Orlando who dialed us up. He's got a question for the Pool Fanatics. Jim, what's your question?
Yes, we had our pool in for over 20 years, and we just wanted to have it resurfaced for aesthetics and look better. And we had a well-known company do it. And 4 years later, they had a 1-year warranty. 4 years later, it's breaking up on the bottom, breaking up in hundreds of pieces. And I've had people look at it, and they say that it wasn't bonded properly. And I just wonder if I have a recourse against this company. I have called them, and they take no responsibility because it's a 1-year warranty. And I even called the Better Business Bureau, and they said the same thing to the Better Business Bureau.
All right, Jim, I can answer that for you. Okay. Each manufacturer has its own warranty on its own specific product. You know, most quartz finishes have a 5 or 10-year warranty on them. Labor is I'm sorry, man. Somebody offers you a 1-year warranty on a finish, that's appalling. I'm sorry. But again, it's you get what you pay for. I hate to say that. I hate that word. I do. Mm-hmm. I have never in my 29-plus years in the swimming pool industry ever held anybody to a 1-year warranty, right. Ever. That's 1 year, 1 day. That's 1 year, 6 months. That's 2 years down the road. If I put a finish in a pool, I guarantee the finish to stay on the pool. Now, it is very possible that the finish could delaminate for multiple reasons, but if your pool is not properly prepared, meaning that it's not drained and etched and cleaned and bond coated. You know, when we drain and clean a pool, we bond coat it. We have 72 hours to plaster that finish. We never plaster the pool the day it's bond coated. Never, ever, ever. No manufacturer that I know of would recognize you to bond coat your pool and plaster it the same day. So if you follow protocol and do it correctly by the standards, your finish should not fall off. Now, I'm sad to hear that your finish just delaminated quite extensively because your finish should never delaminate like that. It absolutely shouldn't. I have seen finishes, you've stepped in a pool and there'd be a little bubble on it, you know, that was done by others. And the little bubble will pop up and get a little small hole. Well, that's a foothold for the material to laminate even farther. So really stopping it in the beginning is really the key. And it's sad to hear that someone won't stand behind it. But you know what? You got to do your research. You really have to go out and find someone that's going to stand behind the product. Now, my company does not offer a 1-year warranty on anything that we do. Nothing. If we build a new pool or resurface your pool or retile your pool or replumb your pool or put your equipment in, we're starting at 3 years. We're starting at 3 years. Absolutely. You know what? But you know what? If I tell you this, I charge a little more, I give you great service. And again, I'm still not going to hold you at 3 years. I'm not going to. I have never done that. Right. And that's just the way we do business. So even when I partner up with Jim and we take a stain out of a pool and it returns because the customer didn't do what they're supposed to do, we're going to go out there and show them one more time. But this time we're going to be a little bit more firm in what we say, that stains don't come in the bag, folks. They're lack of chemistry.
Amazing.
So great question, Jim.
Thanks, Jim, for the call. 407-290-0058 or toll free 1-800-329-5858 if you want Jim's line. When we come back, the weather is changing a little bit. We'll talk about if you have a heater onto your pool, what will happen. That's all coming up next on the Pool Fanatics here on News Talk AM 580 WDBO.
Reunions. And nothing makes them more magical than celebrating in wonderful Disney style.
This is WDBO's Jim Turner. How about celebrating the holidays with me? I'm hosting a special live broadcast party at the Walt Disney World Resort. I'd like you to be my guest. Log on to WDBO.com, keyword celebrate.
It's Jim Turner's holiday celebration at the Walt Disney World Resort. With News Talk AM 580 WDBO.
With me now is Bill Hull. He is the GM over at Massey Cadillac. And Billy, tell us more about the season's best.
Hey, Scott, it is that time of year, and we have some great lease deals for the holiday season, including the 2011 CTS Sports Sedan or the hot new CTS Coupe. Your pick, just $299 a month for only 27 months.
Yeah, and Billy, I saw the 2011 SRX leasing for $339 a month for 27 months. And every 2011 Cadillac Cadillac comes with the new Cadillac Premium no-cost maintenance program, which covers just about everything, including oil changes.
And right now, our used car business is so great, we'll buy your car even if you don't buy one from us. All makes, all models, low mileage or high mileage. We'll give you a check right there on the spot. Go to our website, MasseyCadillac.com, and click on the Auto Trader link for a quote.
And as usual, same great deals, both locations. 2 miles north of Colonial on John Young or just south of the Florida Mall on OBT, and always online at MasseyCadillac.com. See Bill Hull for more details and lease qualifications.
One place, 4 days. The Central Florida International Auto Show. Coming to the Orange County Convention Center Thursday, November 25th through Sunday the 28th. Come explore the latest 2011 model cars, trucks, SUVs, crossovers, major domestic and import manufacturers. Check out customized SEMA concepts, pre-production models, and the latest alternative fuel vehicles like the Chevy Volt and Nissan Leaf. Don't miss the high-end exotic cars or the special collection of popular TV and movie cars direct from the big screen to the auto show floor. Want more action? Friday through Sunday, test drive new models from Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Kia, and Toyota right at the show. Sunday is Kids Day with an appearance by SpongeBob SquarePants and special giveaway courtesy of Ride Makers. Plus, all kids 12 and under are free with a paying adult. It's fun. It's affordable. It's the Central Florida Auto Show. Free opening day tickets or coupons at participating Winn-Dixie, Firehouse Subs, and the UPS stores while supplies last. More info, discount tickets, and coupons also available at AutoShowOrlando.com. The Auto Show is sponsored by the Orlando Sentinel and produced by Motor Trend. Don't miss it.
Business banking just got easier with cash management banking from Centennial Bank. Use your office PC to make a deposit, transfer funds, generate payroll, plus bank after regular banking hours or on weekends, and you may even get faster access to your funds. Find out more at one of Centennial Bank's 6 Central Florida locations. Call 888-372-9788 or visit my100bank.com. Business banking that really is better from one of the strongest community banks in America, Centennial Bank. Member FDIC.
WDBO has your ticket to get red hot for the holidays at Central Florida's premier holiday event, the Festival of Trees, now going on through November 21st. The Orlando Museum of Art is transformed into a winter wonderland of Christmas trees and holiday vignettes. Stroll through the amazing Gingerbread Village and stop into Toyland Town, where kids can play games, do holiday crafts, and visit with Santa. You'll find beautiful decorations for your home and landscape in the Deck the Halls Boutique and Holiday Garden. And all your holiday shopping at the Festival of Trees is for a good cause. Items for sale benefit the Orlando Museum of Art and the arts in our community. Get complete details at WDBO.com and get ready to get fired up for Christmas with a red hot for the holidays Festival of Trees at the Orlando Museum of Art with News Talk AM 580 WDBO.
This is Scott Inez. Tonight, the Magic head to Indy to take on the Pacers. I'll have WDBO Coors Light Inside Magic live from NBA City at Universal City Walk beginning at 6 on the home of the Magic, WDBO.
And welcome back. You're listening to the Pool Fanatics right here on News Talk AM 580 WDBO 407-290-0058 or toll free 1-800-329-5858 to talk to our panel today. On the panel, Tony Caruso from Orlando Luxury Pools by TC Water Features and Jim Gay from Jack's Magic. Gentlemen, how are you today?
We're great. It's absolutely fantastic.
It's a great day, isn't it? It's a great day, you know.
Yep.
I live and breathe swimming pools. I really do, because I thoroughly enjoy the fact that swimming pools don't come in the box. Think about that.
Yeah, no, I believe it.
Think about that, man. I mean, they don't. A few things come in the box, but most of everything else.
So
is
you're a guy that likes to think outside the box.
Outside the box. There you go.
Well, guys, we had Jim in Orlando call us earlier about a problem he had with his back pool, and you were just telling me during the break about a similar story.
Yeah, similar story that I saw this week, and it's pretty much the same thing. The finish is delaminated off the pool. So I went back to the manufacturer that supplied the product, and I believe they're going to step up to the plate and replace the material. They're going to supply the material to resurface this man's pool. And I do things like this only because it's the right thing to do.
Right.
It's really sad when people have to go hustle and bustle about dollars and cents and forget about the consumer. Because think about this. Are you a consumer when you go home?
Absolutely.
Jim, are you a consumer when you go home?
Absolutely.
So am
Absolutely.
I. So am I. So I want to know that who is going to take care of my problems if they're going to stand up to what they do. Now, real quick. My brother Mike had moved into a house 12 months ago. The air conditioner quit working. Guess what? Last week. You know what? The service company said, you're 12 months and 2 days. You're done. We're not coming back. But the parts are covered, but the labor's not covered.
Labor's not, yeah.
You're hearing me now, right?
Yeah.
Hearing me. And, it's unfortunate that he had to pay. Well, actually, I paid for it because he was not working this week. His wife's in the hospital. Actually, she's home today. She's recovering from some pain that she was going through. But anyhow, I had his air conditioner fixed. You know what? I couldn't believe it. 2 days out of warranty, they're not going to stand behind it. So
amazing.
It actually is. It hurts me in the heart that people won't stand behind what they do over 2 days. Come on, folks. If you're that bad and you're that bureaucratic, don't be in our business. Don't be in business in Central Florida. Move on and get a real life and offer some real product that's going to stand. You can stand behind.
Mom always said, treat other people as you would like them to treat you.
Absolutely, and talk to people as you would like to be talked to as well. So we're up tempo. We like to. I talk a little fast because I talk about what I'm passionate about, but I'll slow down if anybody wants me to. I listened very well to Jim. I've learned a lot about chemistry, and this is really, there's two people I've learned a ton of chemistry from over my 29 plus years. That's Jim Gay and a gentleman named Randy Dukes. Randy Dukes was always in my hands when I couldn't go hold of Jim, because you know what, when you're on a job and you need an answer, hello. Yep. It's nice to be able to pick up the phone, and Jim answers the phone quite actually more so than Randy does. So I really plug on Jim quite a bit, and they're a proud partner of TC Water Features. So anytime I get an issue, we went out probably about 4 or 5 weeks ago. We had a leopard-looking pool. Ooh, yeah, that spot's all over, Wow. It was a blue quartz finish with white cement, and it had blotches on it. And I always like this question. Hey, Jim, what's the right color of the finish down there? Tell me which color's right. Hello, Jim. If it's spotty, it's gray and white. What's the right color?
Yeah, if it's a white finish, it's not supposed to be blue, that's for sure.
There you go. So anyhow, the customer said, well, it's been 10 years, can you get it out? So what do, Jim?
We go and do our steps. We do our process just like we always do. We run the water test first. And for Jax, that's critical for us. Even though when we go poolside, we're just getting a snapshot of the day of what the water balance is. And what we look at is total alkalinity, calcium hardness, the pH of the water, cyanuric acid, those type things that are paramount in how we take and proceed in treating the particular problems in the pool.
Speaking of which, we had a quick email to WDBO.com for you guys from Dave in St. Cloud. A just simple question: what will the low pH do to my pool finish?
Well, it can eat it up. It'll actually etch it, destroy it. Not just the finish, but it can also, if you've got a heater attached to it, it'll erode the heater on the pool and turn around and start causing stains and discolorations on that. So it creates a multitude of problems.
Well, what can you do to prevent that?
Just keep the pH in proper line. We look at the parameters in the pool, and that's what we've got. We've got parameters. The industry has a standard. You've got a pH between 7.2, 7.6, 7.8. You've got alkalinity between 80 and 120 is what we kind of work towards. But what Jax looks at is the total water balance. So what we're looking at is what is called the saturation index of the water. Yeah. Or the Langelier index of the water. And what that tells us is the trend of the pool, what it's going to do long term. Not what it is today necessarily, but what's taken place. So usually when Tony and I pull up to a job site, we run the water test and we look down at it and we see what the parameters are and where the water balance is. All of a sudden we can see why the pool did what it did or how it did what it did.
So how often should I have this tested? I mean, if you could tell the future of the pool, how often do you need these readings to say, well, in 5 years going to be fine, or 5 months we're in trouble?
As an industry, most people are told to test it at least once a week. Total alkalinity, pH, those don't. The alkalinity and the calcium hardness doesn't change that much, but definitely the pH is going to change depending on the type of sanitizer they're using. If they're using a salt pool, it's typically going to be high. If they're using a trichlor type chlorinator or sanitizer, it's going to probably track a little lower. So there's some things that you got to look at to keep it in check. But the homeowners got to sit there and take their responsibility first of checking the water themselves.
Pool's a big responsibility.
It's not that bad though. See, it's not
that bad.
There's two things that control your chemistry. One you can control and one you can't. You can't control temperature. But you can sure control pH. So not too many people in Central Florida have indoor swimming pools, which is a controlled environment. You know, we do a few, but you can't control temperature unless you're going to try to maintain, you know, heat in your pool year round. But pH is critical. I went on a pool this week. Actually, I was there Wednesday or Tuesday or Wednesday, and they have a floater in the pool. And I tell you, I love you. Please, everybody that has a floater, give me a call, and I'll tell you why your finish is going to fail. Now, this one, not only did this one have a floater in the pool, it had an automatic pool cleaner that hadn't run for a couple days. Well, guess what? The hose is kind of hanging in the corner, so the floater kind of hung in the corner, and guess what that does? It acid washes the pool right there with very low pH trichlorochlorine, which is going to eat the finish off the pool. So I love you for doing it. Please, if you have a floater, throw it away. Retail guys, stop selling floaters to consumers. You're helping them ruin their finish, and I'm being honest about that. I love you guys that give them floaters because I'm going to resurface your pool eventually, or someone's going to. Get rid of the floater and properly dispense chlorine in your pool through a chlorine feeder.
All right, great job, guys. 407-290-0058 or toll-free 1-800-329-5858. We are coming up on news, weather, and traffic right here on WDBO, but coming up after the break, it's coming up, the cold season, and if you guys have heaters in your pool, what is going to happen when you turn it on for the first time in 6 months? In fact, why don't everybody that has a heater, go turn it on right now, and if there's a problem, boom, you got 30 minutes to call us up at 407-290-0058 or toll free 1-800-329-5858. Tony Caruso and Jim Gay are on the panel today on the Pool Fanatic Show right here on News Talk AM 580 WDBO.
Central Florida turns to first for live team coverage of breaking news. News Talk AM 580 WDBO Orlando, Central Florida's news, weather, and traffic station. Depend on it.
Pope Benedict in a new book has a stunner saying condoms can be justified for male prostitutes seeking to stop the spread of AIDS. The Catholic Church has had a long-time ban on all use of any artificial birth control. Catholic League President Bill Donahue.
I do think the Vatican and the Pope himself are going to clarify this very quickly within the next 24 hours.
Leaders of the NATO alliance, including President Obama, meeting in Lisbon, Portugal, agree to a timetable for troop withdrawal from Afghanistan beginning next year, ending combat operations by the end of 2014. Boiling drinking water, more than 300,000 people in New Orleans until tomorrow afternoon probably, as a precaution after a power failure last night at the city's main water treatment plant. Former First Lady Barbara Bush, in an upcoming interview on CNN's Larry King Live, was asked about Sarah Palin.
I sat next to her once, thought she was beautiful, and I think she's very happy in Alaska, and I hope she'll stay there.
Barbara Bush. I'm Chuck Sievertson, ABC News.
Flight 580 is ready to send you on a beautiful musical journey from Vienna across the globe, and you'll never leave Orlando. Enjoy world-renowned Dutch violinist Andre Rieu and the Johann Strauss Orchestra, December 11th at the Amway Center. Log on to WDBO.com and the contest page to win tickets so you can experience Andre Rieu's Celebration of Music Tour. Make this holiday season memorable with an evening with Andre Rieu and the Johann Strauss Orchestra and WDBO.com.
If you're about to purchase a vehicle that isn't a Mercedes-Benz, we have a question. Why?
I can't afford a Mercedes.
Mercedes? Are you kidding? I'd love one, but not on my budget. Hundreds of Central Floridians said exactly that until they visited Mercedes-Benz of South Orlando and discovered just how easy it really is.
This is Ray Forsyth with Mercedes-Benz of South Orlando. Right now, for only $6 under book value, you can get behind the wheel of a certified pre-owned Mercedes-Benz or a new 2011 C300 for only $339 a month. See dealer for details.
I was going to buy a Camry until I realized I could get a Mercedes for the same price. A Mercedes!
The luxury and prestige of owning a Mercedes-Benz is within your reach. Come to Mercedes-Benz of South Orlando and let us show you how. For a limited time, test drive a new or certified pre-owned Mercedes-Benz and receive a limited edition gold coin set. No obligations.
Mercedes-Benz of South Orlando, across from the Mall of Millennia and online at mbso.com.
It's 5:33 here at News Talk AM 580 WDBO. Time to check in with the 24-hour WDBO Safe Touch Security Traffic Network. Here is Paul Barnett.
I-4 westbound from South Street to the Turnpike. Expect 20 minutes of travel time due to congestion. Eastbound, there's some congestion from Conroy to John Young Parkway. And there's no problems to mention right now in the metro area toll roads. This report's brought to you by AutoZone. Don't risk getting stranded this winter. Get your car battery checked today. If it needs replacing, get a ruggedly dependable Duralast battery, available only at AutoZone. On the station with traffic every 6 minutes in the morning, I'm Paul Barnett.
Plenty of sunshine this afternoon, warming up nicely to a high of 79 degrees. We'll see a few clouds mixing in with the sunshine during the day, and then clouds will continue to build overnight with a low of 59. Mostly sunny, warmer Sunday, high 80. From Severe Weather Center 9 and WDBO, I'm meteorologist Ebony Dion.
Scanning the WDBO weather radar, seeing a nice shower brewing along the Florida Turnpike just south of St. Cloud. It's currently 73 at Windermere and 73 here at News Talk AM 580 WDBO, Central Florida's news, weather, and traffic station. Depend on it.
Stuck waiting for traffic reports? Tune to AM 580 WDBO for up-to-the-minute traffic updates every 6 minutes in the morning. Depend on it.
All right, welcome back. You're listening to the Pool Fanatics here on News Talk AM 580 WDBO. The number to join us here in the studio, 407-290-0058 or toll free 1-800-329-5858. On the panel today, Tony Caruso, as usual, from Orlando Luxury Pools by TC Water Features, and special guest today, Jim Gay from Jack's Magic. He specializes in stains and colors and every possible little thing you have on your pool. Guess what? That man right across from me, Jim Gay, has the answer for you. 407-290-0058 or toll free 1-800-329-5858. I teased it for the break. Winter's coming up. It's going to change weather. Well, I want to get back into my pool. 45 degrees out. I need to turn my heater on. I haven't. When's the last time it got cold here? February, March?
It stayed pretty chilly all the way through part of April. And then it turned into
part of April. You're right. It was a long winter, right?
And then the heat came. And all of a sudden, we had no spring. It went right from winter
to summer. Absolutely.
Yeah, it was huge.
6 months, I have not turned it on. What should I do?
Yeah, go out and turn it on. Larry Perry, do me a favor. Go out and turn that heater on today or tomorrow. Fire that guy up, and if it doesn't fire up and do what it's supposed to, give me a call. I want everybody to do this. You do not want to have entertainment, family over for a party or for a holiday and wait the day before to turn it on.
No.
Turn it on now. Make sure it's going to work. And if it does fire like it's supposed to, most heaters today are electronic ignition. They do not have pilot lights.
Yep.
If you don't have an electronic ignition heater, when your heater fails, please purchase one because you will save in excess of $200 a year in pilot fuel.
Really?
Whoa. Huge.
Yeah,
the pilot
absolutely.
Light, what's the pilot light do? It's sitting there burning fuel.
Stays on.
Yeah.
What's it doing for your water? Zero.
Right.
You know, so electronic ignition heaters are the way to go. Of course, you know I sell the Hayward series, and they're wonderful heaters. They're at 82% efficiency. So please consider firing that heater up. Heat pump. Turn the solar on. Don't turn the solar on during the day. Now the pool's plenty cool. Remember, we could run the solar in the summertime to cool your pool off. Now it's time to heat it up. So get that solar going on, maximize the Mother Nature's benefit. Some people, and we do this, by the way, we do solar, heat pumps, and gas. Wow.
Which one do you prefer?
Well, I like to get all I can out of solar first. Let Mother Nature go out and give me my 12 to 14, maybe 16 degrees above the ambient. So let's do ambient real quick.
Okay.
If it's 50, 70, ambient 60. If I get 12 to 14 to 16 degrees, I'm 72, 74, 76. I'm not swimming.
All right.
Too cold for me. I want to bump that off. Now, the most efficient way to heat your pool beyond a solar system is a heat pump. Generally about 6 times more efficient than your old style air conditioner. So you can get desired temperatures from a heat pump more so than solar. Solar's going to max out, right?
Right.
Can only do so much. Heat pump will heat that pool if you give it the time. Now, if you happen to have a heat pump and you want to turn it on Wednesday for the Thursday family, not going to happen. You need to turn it on a couple days in advance. Get that temperature up. If you don't want to use the blue bubble cover to keep the temperature in the pool, please consider using a supplement. They make supplements out there that you can put in the water that once the pool water turns off, it'll stop the heat from evaporating out of your pool. Now, if you don't cover your pool, you could almost lose what you gain during the day. Well, low.
Right, yeah.
Now, of course, if you're in business to give the power company more money, turn the heater on, just let it go.
Yeah, because I am.
I audit pools all the time, so
Yeah.
I'll show you how to save your money. It's called ROI, return on investment. If you spend $20 a day and it took you 2 days to get it back, that's a good investment.
What about the family that's been sitting it on it for 4 or 5 years? They don't have a heater to their pool. They've been thinking about it. The economy hit them, so the turning around a little bit. Maybe this year, maybe I'll try to get a heater. What should they look for first?
Well, look at your needs first. If you have a pool that you're going to swim in for a duration of a period of time through the winter, definitely consider solar. My good friends at Superior Solar can hook us up there. If you want to do a little bit higher in temperature, then you'd want to consider a heat pump, but that's going to take time to do. Now, a heat pump like a gas heater will keep your pool temperature within 1/10 of 1 degree. If you want it to be 80 degrees, it'll go to 79.10 or 79.9. To kick itself back on to maintain 80. Now, it only runs when it calls for heat. Solar knows no different on an auto or manual control. It's on, and then if it's on an auto control where you set a temperature, it's going to try to max that out. Now, I put solar hot water heat on my house 2 months ago. My good friends at Superior Solar put it on. My power bill.
How do you like it?
Lowest power bill I've had since I've been constantly audit my house. I've gone from about, hate to say this, folks, $600 a month. Yeah, I'm down to $260.
Wow, that much.
Variable speed technology. Yeah. My variable speed pump took 105 off my power bill. 105. I got an 18-seer air conditioner. That's another 100. I got my LED fluorescent bulbs in. I got LED pool lights as well. That's another $4 or $5 or $6 a month. I retired my appliances, early retirement. We got to look at those old appliances that are sucking up energy. Replace my appliances. What else have I done? Chlorine generator, which pulls no energy. Just, going through it. And then, of course, now I got rid of the old dinosaur hot water heater. So I've knocked my power bill down over 55%. Yeah, it's huge. Wow. And you know what? I'm not done. I'm really not done. I'm seriously.
What else?
Well, we're going to go back through the house and we're going to look at solar film. Okay. We're going to look at insulating the attic. We're also going to talk about put attic fans in. I could save another 12% on my energy by putting an attic fan in. That's going to be solar controlled, by the way, on the power side. We're going to plug off the roof vents, and we're going to plug off the soffits. We're going to let it suck it out the fan. Remember, all that heat sitting on my AC ducts, which is in my attic, which, by the way, I'm not going to be cooling my house in the winter. But we're supposed to have a very mild winter this year. The almanac says that we're going to be above normal in temperature and below normal in rain. Oh, we need the rain. Even though we're only about 3/4 of an inch below where we're supposed to be. It's pretty dry out there, folks, so no fires.
How amazing. That's amazing. You're basically building a greenhouse. And you're
well, the
definition of that new green and all that stuff, you've got it.
Yeah, well, you got to think about what your usage is, people think that, you need to keep you need to figure out what you want to try to achieve at the end of the day. If I talked to a lady the other day, she wants to put a 2-horsepower pump back on her pool, and I said, why? Which at least consider 2-speed. She goes, because it just needs a 2-horse. I said, no, it don't. I said, look, if your pool holds 30,000 gallons of water and you circulated that pool in 12 hours, which, by the way, is the industry standards for maximum turnover for one time, it's only 41 gallons a minute. There's not a pump on the market today in a single speed that'll do 41 gallons a minute. The lowest we have is 48 gallons. That's the lowest we have in a single speed. So I haven't convinced her, but I'm going to meet with her next week. I'm really going to convince her, if you love to pay the power bill, continue with the 2-horse, but still consider a 2-speed, or go just a straight 1/2-horse. I just come back from some commission meetings on Friday, and the Energy Act goes into effect next year. So any pump motor 1 horsepower or greater will be, they use the word shall be, 2-speed.
Okay.
2-speed. So you're not going to be able to go out and get a 2-horse single speed unless it's a water feature pump, but your primary filter pump will be 2-speed. It's just the energy that we're doing. Now, we also have a new partner, our December 4th or December 11th show of this year. I'm going to have my good friends over from Atlantic Pool Supply. We do solar-powered pool pumps.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Up to 68 gallons a minute and as low as 29 gallons a minute when the sun just starts to rise. So, we can take you totally off the grid by putting a solar power pool pump on. We can also say, hello, Progress Energy. We're done with paying you 11.5 cents a kilowatt. Well, the taxes were about 14 cents a kilowatt. So you know what? We can be done with that. We can just eliminate that $100 pool pump power bill a month and be done with it.
Now, is there any type of tax credit with that too? I know there are some out there, but
I think it's 30% on the solar power pool pump.
30%.
Yeah, 30%.
And that goes to?
That goes off your taxes.
No, that goes till when?
You know what? I think it's running 2016.
Okay.
Yeah, I was reading the paper this morning. If you looked at some of the rebates that the state still offers, federal government still offers, some of them go through I'm pretty sure 2016 or 2015 on the solar rebates. So it's in today's paper, by the way, folks. Pull out the Orlando Center or go online, take a look at it. There's a list of items that still qualify for energy rebates. So the power companies in the business to make money, and of course they got shareholders they got to talk to. So you know what? We're only here to make money, but you know what?
Right.
Let's get off of foreign dependency of oil. Let's get off of it.
Absolutely.
Everything we touch today is made from oil. Everything we touch.
407-290-0058 or toll free 1-800-329-5858 is the number if you want to ask Tony or Jim a question. Now I'm headed back over to Jim Gay's direction. What's the most common question you get about some of the stains out there? And heaters, I meant to bring this up when we were talking about heaters. Does heaters have any effect on stains or anything like that?
Definitely do.
Yeah.
They can have an effect simply because of improper water balance. It all goes back to the water balance when you start looking at it. The heaters sitting there, some of them are Cooper nickel, some of them are old copper, old brass, things like that. And due to water balance, low pH, low alkalinity, the water becomes aggressive or corrosive. It tends to eat up metal. So anything metal, anything metallic, anything that would have concrete to it, even the finish of the pool, would be eaten away slowly. If you don't believe me, that water can be aggressive, take a look at the Grand Canyon. Look what happens over time.
Absolutely.
Okay, and it just so happens I was there at the national show out in Vegas, and we went and visited that, and it's pretty impressive when you get there and take a look and see what water can actually do over time.
I've been to Las Vegas. I've never gotten out that. I want to so badly.
Take the helicopter ride. I'll tell you
the
that
helicopter
now.
ride.
That's what we did. We took it by helicopter. It was the only way to go. So
now I know what I'm doing next week.
Yep. But the bottom line is that pH. Keep that pH down so we don't eat that metallic stuff up, and then consequently we won't get those.
Now,
stains.
when people find out the pH is low, what's the first thing they should do?
pH is low. First, take a look at alkalinity. See what your alkalinity is. Bring the alkalinity up to the proper range, then adjust the pH. What will happen is as you bring the alkalinity up, pH will come up also.
Yeah, I love this question. We first started this. People that had they had pool and spa combo with a gas heater, and they're going, well, my spa's blue, but my pool's not.
That's right.
Well, the spa's a whole lot smaller body of water and a whole lot smaller surface area, and that bluing in the spa is copper. It's actually in the pool, too. And if you start looking at it, it's going to kind of give it that blue-green look.
Blue-green, turquoise.
Yeah. But, we can take it out. I mean, chemistry, the products that we use, Jack's Magic, one thing about Jack's Magic is they make multiple different products for different discolorations and pool finishes. Multiple. So once the stain identification is done through a topical, or of course Jim can almost do it by eye, but he never does though. We still run the analysis
run the
on
process.
It. Sure. Yeah. Run a due process and we log it. We're doing one now, another leopard looking pool. We started it on Tuesday, and we documented. We did a complete chemistry analysis on it, and we note the number one thing we noticed two things. We noticed we note the calcium level in the pool. We also note the saturation index. And I don't want to confuse you about that. There's a point in which your water is perfectly balanced. And on the saturation index, that constant is a 12.1. So if you start adding the temperature value, the pH value, the calcium value, and the alkalinity, if it all adds up to 12.1, you have a perfectly balanced pool.
Or actually zero.
I'm sorry.
Ideally is zero.
Well, it's 12.1, 12.1 becomes zero.
Right.
And if it's -3, it is what, Jim? If it's -3,
corrosive.
there you go. And if it's +3,
it's going to be scale.
Okay, if it's plus or -5, we got issues.
Big time.
Yeah. So, there's a way to do that. And most service companies, the one polar guy, he doesn't know nothing about saturation index. He's just going to go out there and put some bleach in your pool, keep the pH in balance, and not going to know much about saturation index. That's a conversion of numbers that give you the answer of what your pool is doing today, tomorrow, 6 months from now.
Is that something you should ask him to do? Can you give me what's going on here so I can saturation point, pH balance?
Should be able to.
Should be able to do it?
Yeah.
The good ones out there can do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just it really is math. Everything has a value. The only thing that doesn't, okay, temperature has a value. If it's 78 degrees, Your value is 78 degrees. It's 7.8. So you start adding those numbers together, and it comes to a consonant. I learned that about 25 years ago from a very, very, very intelligent gentleman named John Gervin. Yeah, up in Jacksonville. I got to spend 2.5 days with that man up there. I learned a ton. And, of course, I'll bring a little story to light is back when the kids had the Super Soaker 60s, the D batteries.
Oh, yeah.
They ended up in the pool one day.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. And they left
the alkaline battery. Oh.
Yeah, guess what it did to the finish of my pool? It left rust stains in the finish. The alkaline bled out, and it actually burnt holes where the positive end of the battery was laying in the pool.
Yeah.
So my buddy John Gervin said, Tony, I'll tell you how to get it out. And this is before I knew Jim, is we took some of his stain control, a little bit of commercial grade carbon, and a brick. And I said, are you serious? He goes, yeah. Little this, a little
Pool
brick.
MacGyver over here.
Yeah, and a brick. And he goes, you know what? Jump in the pool, put the carpet down, commercial grade, put the brick on it, squirt my stuff under there, let it saturate for about 15 minutes, pull it up, and goes, voila, hello, gone. Gone. So,
amazing.
If it's in the pool, it can be removed. But remember, if it got in the pool, it's not going away overnight. There is a due process we go through. That could take as little as about 5 days.
Well, it depends.
Well,
it could run 14, but typically we'll say give us 10 to 12, 10 to 14 days. If we do it in 14, we've done what we told people we'd do.
All right, let's go to the phones here. Fred in Longwood wants to talk to you guys. Fred, what's your question for the Pool Fanatics on WDBO?
Well, I appreciate. I was listening to your different devices to save electricity, and I had installed a K-bar unit for the house, and this was over about 45 days ago, and I compared it to my first bill, and there was like over 20% savings on my electric bill. However, I'm waiting for my second one to see the history, to see if it's continuing with that much of a savings. My question was, do you know if there are any state or federal rebates? It's not very expensive, only $400, but it could help if there was a rebate also.
Right now on heat pumps, the only rebates I know you get right now, there was a little bit left on solar, and they're looking at addressing that again. Heat pumps, there's no rebates, but there's incentives from the manufacturers now. Heaters, by the way, for those of you who are wanting a gas heater, believe it or not, they came down 6%. Hey, 6% is 6%. You know what we do? We pass that on. We have one of our heat pumps, they're offering a $100 Walmart gift card. So, but we can do better than that, by the way. But I have one of my manufacturers is offering, a $100 gift card.
What's your phone number there?
It's area code 407-282-4911. Again, that's 407-282-4911. You can visit us at OrlandoLuxuryPools.com.
And Jim, if people want to get in touch with you, what's your number there?
Good question. I never call the 800 number, unfortunately, but I'll look it up and we'll get it to you on the next segment.
All right, then we'll tease ahead here. We're going to take a break. When we come back, well, we'll get Jim's number, that's for sure. You're listening to the Pool Fanatics here on News Talk AM 580 WDBO.
Award-winning news.
I like to get the information from what I feel like is a balanced perspective.
Depend on News Talk AM 580 WDBO, Central Florida's news, weather, and traffic station.
Right now at Courtesy Honda, it's our 000 event. Any questions?
Yeah, what are the 000s?
0 down payment, 0% financing, or 0 payments for 90 days.
Wow, that is a great deal.
You got it. Plus, right now, get a new 2011 Civic LX for $159 a month, 0 down payment. Or get a new 2011 Accord LX for just $199 a month, 0 down payment. Both with 4 doors and automatic. Drive both with 0 down payment and 0 security deposit. Both are 36-month leases plus first payment, tax, tag, and title with approved credit. Don't miss the 000 event. For a limited time only at Courtesy Honda on Reinhardt Road, just south of the Seminole Town Center Mall. Civics, $159 a month. Accords, $199 a month. Both 0 down payment. We're Courtesy. We're Auto Nation. We're changing everything.
Who are you going to call? Call Courtesy!
Any questions? CourtesyHonda.com. And now, all Courtesy locations are open for service on Sundays from 9 to 4.
Last year's American Music Awards made everyone go... Sunday, you better watch live, because with this lineup, your jaw will drop. Rihanna, Katy Perry, Christina Aguilera, Justin Bieber, Black Eyed Peas, Usher, Kesha, Sean Diddy Combs, Taylor Swift, Pink, Bon Jovi, and for the first time on television, New Kids on the Block and Backstreet Boys together. The American Music Awards, live.
Then stay tuned for Eyewitness News at 11, only on Channel 9.
Your friends at Channel 9 have a couple of questions for you. Do you want some holiday cash? How about a lot of holiday cash? How about $5,000? And how'd you like to have it Thanksgiving Day? All you have to do is watch Channel 9 Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday mornings from 6 to 7. Cash call in to win message. Be the first caller to the number you see on the screen. Tell us the holiday cash character you see, and you'll have $5,000 in holiday cash. For complete contest rules, log on to WFTV.com. And happy holidays from WFTV Channel 9.
Business banking just got easier with cash management banking from Centennial Bank. Use your office PC to make a deposit, transfer funds, generate payroll, plus bank after regular banking hours or on weekends, and you may even get faster access to your funds. Find out more at one of Centennial Bank's 6 Central Florida locations. Call 888-372-9788 or visit my100bank.com. Business banking that really is better from one of the strongest community banks in America, Centennial Bank. Member FDIC.
Recently, on WDBO's Living Well program, host Dale Gardner, owner of Senior Helpers, spoke with Debbie about how Senior Helpers helped her parents.
Their helper is a godsend, let me just say that first of all. It's amazing what having somebody come in just 8 hours a week has done. The match was beautiful, and they thoroughly enjoy having her come. But the difference it's made is that my mom no longer has the health problems that she did. It's just made a huge difference. And now the time that we spend with my parents is quality time. We're able to enjoy being around them because the atmosphere is so much better. We really appreciate that.
Hi, this is Dale Gardner, owner of Senior Helpers in Central Florida. Call Senior Helpers at 407-628-HELP and join us every Saturday morning at 6 for Living Well, right here on WDBO.
License numbers 299-993681 and 230-689.
So, Ted, you were saying you think you have problems with self-image.
Well, I just wish I were as great as Wright Brand Bacon.
Go on.
Well, for one thing, Wright Brand Bacon always smells incredible.
That's true.
And everybody always gets excited when extra thick strips of Wright Brand Bacon are at a breakfast meeting or a dinner party or on a sandwich.
You wish people wanted you on their sandwich?
Maybe a little.
Interesting.
And people daydream about Wright Brand Bacon. The extra thick cut, the mouth-watering, hearty taste. It just sticks in your brain until you have to have it. How can I possibly compete with that?
Ted, look at me.
Yeah?
You're not bacon.
Not yet.
Oh, boy.
Craving heartier tasting, thicker cut bacon? Then you'll love Wright Brand Bacon. Wright Brand is everything you love about bacon, only bigger. Wright Brand Bacon. Bigger, better bacon. Find out more at biggerbetterbacon.com.
At WDBO, our meteorologists are on the job 24/7 to keep you safe and keep you informed. Depend on News Talk AM 580 WDBO.
All right, welcome back. You're listening to the Pool Fanatics right here on News Talk AM 580 WDBO. Coming up in 4 minutes at the top of the hour, we will have all the latest news headlines from ABC. And let's see, Paul Barnett will have traffic, and Ebony Dion is in severe weather center 9. And then at 6:05, Scott Inez, I'm sure he's getting ready at NBA City to bring you Inside Magic right here on WDBO. But right now, we still have the Pool Fanatics in the house, 407-290-0058 or toll free 1-800-329-5858. All right, guys. Thanksgiving. It's Thursday. I can't believe it. And you know, Christmas will have to be right around the corner. What should I do to keep my pool holiday prepared?
Start today. Do not wait till Wednesday to go, okay, you know, my pool's not right. Get the chemistry right. Get the first off thing you do is get the pH in your pool in balance. Get your chlorine level up. Clean your filter. Go through the process. Clean your filter.
It's the little things, you know?
And you know what? You gotta maintain the sequestering level in your pool. That's where Jack's Magic comes in. If you want to prevent stains in your pool, use Jack's Magic. Now, Jim, tell them what are the different types of stain, the controls that we use?
Well, we use sequestrants for different things. Some for metals that can be in there, but also for scaling issues that can come up at the same time. So what we do is we have to determine what we got and what we got to deal with. So at the end of the day, when we get it all done, check the water out, do what we got to do, Add the right sequestrant to the water for the particular problem that you got. If you've got a scaling issue, we use a particular product called magenta stuff, or we can use purple stuff for salt pools, or we've got blue stuff. Everything we've got is named stuff, so it's pretty easy, and it's all colors. It's all color-coded. So at the end of the day, what we do is we run the water analysis, figure out what we got to do, and we go from there.
So we talk about stuff. We'll talk about stuff and magic here in a little bit. But you know what? We use pink to prevent stains. We use purple for saltwater pools. We use blue to remove stains. We also use the newest product they have is magenta out. It also is for stain removal. It also lowers calcium in your pool. So when we do pools, we put this product in your pool. When we resurface your pool or build your pool, we put it in your pool. So you need to maintain a level of this product in your pool, and you will not. You will not have discoloration in your pool finish.
You know, Tony, one of the things that we say is there's two types of pools, those that will stain and those that have stained. And that's the bottom line with the swimming pools. They're going to do it at some point in time.
Jim, what is your number over at Jack's Magic?
Well, Jack's Magic number is 1-800-348-1656. You can call that, or you can contact us through www.jacksmagic.com.
Jacksmagic.com is the website?
That's the website.
Tony, how do I get in touch with you?
407-282-4911. Again, that's 407-282-4911. Or drop us an email, or go on the website at www.orlandoluxurypools.com.
Well, say that again. That was funny.
Wow, that was huge.
Yeah, that was good. Do that again. One more time.
We'll go the easy way. OrlandoLuxuryPools.com. Visit our website. We really got some really cool stuff on there. We've got a lot of stuff we're going to add to it, but that gives you an idea of the things that we do. New construction, we renovate. We do equipment, we do audits, we do all kinds of stuff. If you can think about it and it's wet and fun, we can do it.
All right, I'm headed down to NBA City to join Scott and Ez for Inside Magic. You guys coming with me?
Go Magic!
All right, news, weather, and traffic in the Magic are coming